Hi, I'm Greg from RVHaulers. We have another smart car bed build underway. You may recognize this truck behind us. It's a 2009 Volvo 670. It's got an I-shift transmission and a D13 engine. And what we're starting to do now is, it's all been single. We've done all the conversion. All the mechanical work has been done, and now we're putting our smart car bed on the back. Now this is not a hydraulic bed. This is a static one that's going to be using ramps and a winch to get the smart car up on there for Gene and Colleen. I'd like to give you a little bit of a tour as we're partway through the build. The first part of the work on any of our smart car beds is always done on the truck. And a few things that I want to point out is that we've extended the frame on this truck. All of these trucks need to be extended. The ET senior hitch you can see poking up there has to be extended at least 15 to 18 inches so that we have room for a trailer to go here and as well the smart car to be fitted there. As well, we find that building it on the back of the semi first, just make sure that we have all of our right angles and our dimensions in place. What's going to happen really shortly here is this is going to be removed from the truck and we begin to do our work off of the truck just to make sure we don't have any sparks or little bits of metal flying, and that we can get the truck out of the shop and keep it pristine. I'll get a little closer and show you some of the features that go underneath the sheets. So here we started the support structure for our drum box. This drum box is going to be 6 feet wide. It's essentially from there to here, and a full 7 feet high. So we're trying to get as much storage as we can for Gene and Colleen out of this build. So down here you can see our frame extension. So that's where the factory frame, we cut it off flush and we created this extension up to here. And this is our support structure for the bumper pull hitch. It will be down below. And there's our favorite hitch, the ET Senior. So here on the passenger side, this is where the storage box is going to be supported from. It'll be filling this void between the fuel tank and the front of the axle. That's the receiver where the winch arm comes out and goes up. And these are the trays that we use to support and store the ramps. So ramps get installed from the driver's side through to here. Here at the back of the bed, this is going to be a unique bed. One of the things that I'm never afraid of doing is doing custom work. And what Gene and Colleen would like to do is incorporate a storage tank, a transfer tank. So it's going to extend out from the frame underneath here. And it's going to go down and underneath and across. Rocky has a tank like that. It should be about 47 gallons by our calculations. So this large storage tank underneath is also going to have a macerator pump attached to it for pumping out. Now to deal with that, I want to point out a bit of a difference here on the bed. Normally on our beds we would have a really large storage box back here. But because that tank is going to be right underneath this frame back here, what we've done is we've changed things up a little bit. We're actually going to have 6 storage boxes around this truck. We're putting one there. And then accessible from the back of the truck, we're going to have a box that opens up right here. So this one is going to be 14 inches high, 16 inches deep, and 24 inches wide. So we've really used all the space back here, but the idea of these boxes on the back, this is where we're going to keep our hoses. We really want to keep the macerator pump, the controls, the outgoing hoses separate from the other stuff that we're going to store in these boxes. So that way we keep everything a little bit cleaner. You know, Gene's going to be able to put his gloves back here and his, the hoses, and keep avoid the cross-contamination between the 2 tanks and the 2 storage boxes. What Mark just finished fabricating there this is going to be the rear step system. So this is the support for the lower steps. You can step on here, and step on here, and get up onto the bed from the back of the bed. I'll also show you a little bit of our dovetailing that we're going to do. So you can see the bed line is, this is the straight edge, and then we're going to dovetail. We're going to bend the bed in so that we end up rounding the back of the bed a little bit. And as well, we bring the angle of the bed down. Now, normally I would have this much lower. We would make it much more of an abrupt angle. But because we wanted to maximize our storage in the space with those boxes accessible from the back, we've kept this up a little bit. But really what we got is we've got about a 5-inch slope down. Just to show you how we get these beds off. This is how it's going to be supported to the frame of the truck. Now, so that we do a really good job of painting this bed, this has to be removable. I want to be able to get up and underneath here and sandblast and undercoat, so we'll be able to take these bolts out really easily from behind the toolboxes, lift this whole bed off, and take it to the sandblasting shop to be taken care of.
Nice, eh?
Well, here's what Bill's got. So this is just a little bit of a mock-up of how this box is going to work at the back. So here's the bottom angle where this bed comes down to, and there's that gives you at least a profile look of how that box is going to be accessible from the back. We're also going to have another 12 inches below this in which the angled lights are going to be installed. While we're here, I'm going to show you some of the other details about our drawn boxes. Now, this is not the drawn box that's going to be going onto the 2009 Miller or Spirit truck that we were just looking at, but I wanted to show you a couple things. The first one is that we like to do our doors recessed so that everything is flush. If you look at this door, when it closes down, there's a flush surface here. Of course, we've got our T-handles, stainless hardware, and this allows us to do a little bit better job of weather stripping the box as well. This one, those supports, by the way, are for a roll-out drawer for a generator. But just take a look at some of the work that's been done here. You know, lots of good supporting behind, and all stainless hardware.